The first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, paid a visit to the Astana International Financial Center. A presentation on the measures taken to develop the AIFC legal system was presented to the first president. In addition, activities of the AIFC Court, the Academy of English Law, the International Arbitration Center, and the Situational Center were also presented. The first president also met with the key shareholders and participants of the AIFC exchange. During his speech, Nursultan Nazarbayev highlighted the necessity of continuing the implementation of privatization plan via the AIFC exchange. He also noted the need to strengthen the trust of international financial centers in the AIFC.
Мы будем смотреть на конъюнктуру мирового рынка, на биржу, но все же тот план, который мы определили.
We will look at the situation of the world market. However, we need to continue the work on the stock exchange and the entire plan that we are determined to do through our stock exchange and the AIFC. As a result, we should conduct and inspire confidence of the international financial centers. The more confidence we ensure, the more we will have funds here. This is very important at the moment. Kazakhstan has an ambitious 2050 program which set the goal of joining the 30 most developed countries. For this purpose, we need the economic growth rate of at least 7%. We need investments, especially external and foreign direct investments, as well as domestic investments. We all need to think about it, including the government. The work has just begun. We must continue to work. We will provide the support. I will personally support the work at a regular basis.
Я лично постоянно буду поддерживать работу центра.
German entrepreneurs have supported the State of the Nation of the President of Kazakhstan. The 3-year exemption from tax for small and medium-sized businesses is a right decision, opined Christian Gross, the chairperson of German Association of Liberal Medium-Sized Businesses. He said that there are 3.6 million firms registered in Germany. SMEs are a driving force of the economy.
Der Mittelstand mit kleinen Unternehmen.
The tax exemption is one of the most important measures of supporting businesses. Entrepreneurs will be able to reinvest profits into their companies. Moreover, they will hire professionals and expand their businesses. I believe that the number of companies in the areas of economy of simple things will rise in Kazakhstan.
Auch einnimmt, wenn er ein gutes Konzept hat, dass er die Gelder wieder in seine Firma investiert.
In the first 6 months of this year, trade turnover between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan have exceeded $1.6 billion. Indicators in all areas have surpassed 40%. This was announced at the third meeting of the Bilateral Business Council held in Tashkent. The countries discussed implementation of joint projects, investment opportunities, export of products, and ways to join markets of third countries. Topics on improving relations between businesses, lowering the cost of railway transportation, and reducing customs and border barriers were also discussed. In addition, important aspects of the Central Asia International Trade Economic Center initiated by Kazakhstan were explained.
По нашей статистике идет рост. Рост это составляет 19%, и
According to our statistical data, growth is observed, which is estimated at 19%. Last year, the trade turnover totaled $2 billion. In my opinion, this is a very good indicator. We have all conditions for this. I want to highlight the agreements that were signed during President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev's visit to our country in spring.
Контракты и соглашения на сумму более $350 миллионов.
В прошлом году наш товарооборот по сравнению с 2017 годом вырос на 40,8%.
The trade turnover between the two countries increased by 40.8% and amounted to $2.8 billion compared to 2017. In the first 6 months of this year, the trade turnover exceeded 11% and totaled to $1.6 billion. This is a high figure.
Перед нами поставлена главными государствами большая задача по достижению товарооборота до $5 миллиардов США.
Министерство обороны Российской Федерации, университет государств-членов ОДКБ, разрешите наш международный форум. Первое выступление, первый речь.
Деятельности, занимая должности
Министерство обороны Российской Федерации, университет государств-членов ОДКБ, разрешите наш международный форум.
Молодежная школа УДКБ представляет собой интересный.
The CSTO International Youth School is an interesting practice, which allows uncovering the main aspects of the CSTO activities, disclosing measures on counteracting global threats of our time, and discussing topics of regional security. I'm sure that by starting such event, Bishkek will contribute to the formation of the common information space of the CSTO.
Информационного аналитического поля УДКБ.
Наша цель как
Our goal as the observer country is to strengthen the friendly relations between the CSTO member countries and share the experiences that we gained.
а также поделиться опытом.
On November 28, Bishkek will host a session of the CSTO Collective Security Council. Results of the chairmanship of the Kyrgyz Republic will be concluded in the session. As part of the event, a number of agreements on strengthening collective security of the CSTO member states will be signed. A severe fire broke out in a hospital in Rio de Janeiro. According to local media, hundreds of people, patients and staff had to be evacuated through the windows. Assistance was provided to the victims at a medical facility located near the area of the emergency. At least one victim died due to the fire. Rescuers and firefighters managed to put out the fire. A clash occurred between the police and miners in the capital of Peru. Thousands of miners took to the streets of Lima. They required higher salaries, higher bonuses, and additional guarantees for observing labor rights in the courts from the government. The demonstrators used flag trees as a weapon against the special forces. The police used tear gas and drove the crowd out of the city center. 34 Libyans were saved during a storm in the Mediterranean Sea. All of the illegal immigrants were temporarily taken to Malta. However, the authorities of the island state allowed the landing on the condition that none of the illegals would stay there. In the future, the migrants will travel to 6 countries in the European Union, including France, Germany, Ireland, Luxembourg, Portugal, and Romania. Khabar Agency has launched a new season. The TV company, which occupies a leading position in local media space, will present more live broadcasts, discussions on the most relevant topics, and TV shows of its own production. Currently, the Khabar Agency is a television family of 4 channels, including Khabar 24, Kazakh TV, Yelarna, and Khabar TV. The television family is the only media holding in the country that is involved in the production of biopic about famous personalities. This year alone, the agency released 11 new series, including Bekzat, The Way of Heroes, and Kalamgera. We give priorities to the series. Now we are going to broadcast multi-genre movies such as comedy, melodrama, military and historical dramas, as well as biographical films that popularize great personalities and scientists, honor the past and great people. The new TV season is expected to be interesting also for culture and history fans. The Yelarna TV will broadcast art and short films as well as films of the Golden Fund of Europe and Asia. 10 companies shoot 10 films. Each of them thinks that the film is the best. TV series Karligash Uya Salganda is recognized as the best. Kazakh TV has also a good content to offer to its viewers. TV programs such as Kazakh Life, ITIS Life, and Kazakh Quest are dedicated to travel, history, the country's culture, and national traditions. A new season of our channel is still focused on our main topics and goals, which are popularization of tourism, as well as introduction to our culture and history as part of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program. Meanwhile, in the new season, the Khabar 24 round-the-clock information channel promises to be even faster and to increase the number of live broadcasts. More than 140 Kazakh pupils from different regions in the country spent their vacation in China. 24 teenagers between 14 and 16 represented the capital delegation. During the week, they have been acquainted with culture, history, and sightseeing of China. The tour was organized as part of the Year of Youth in Kazakhstan with the support of the Chinese embassy. We have been acquainted not only with the schools in China, but we also visited hostels and work sites. It was a big experience both for us, the teachers and students. On the one hand, our education is similar to the Chinese, but of course, there are some differences as well. One of the main treasures of the Chinese culture is the calligraphy art that local teachers demonstrated to the Kazakh students. The teachers held a masterclass where they discovered the secrets of writing difficult hieroglyphs. The students were very interested in the ancient and fascinating art of beautiful writing that they were ready to continue learning the calligraphy at home in Kazakhstan. I learned the Chinese writing at one time, but I had to stop due to time constraints. However, this trip has impressed me. After visiting this country and learning its culture, I plan to continue learning the culture of China. After graduation, I plan to study in China because the teachers and universities are one of the best in the world. They also have the best conditions for getting an education.
Здесь лучшие условия для того, чтобы получить образование.
During the one-week tour around China, the Kazakh students have visited 4 cities including Shenzhen, Chengdu, Zhengzhou and Beijing. They admired the ancient and modern architecture of the country and also learned about the ancient and original culture of China. An exhibition of works by Kazakh artist Jibek was held in London. The works of the anti-nuclear movement activist was presented at the Royal Automobile Club. The author attracted public attention to the problem of nuclear weapons through his paintings. The honorary ambassador of the Atom Project highlighted that London was chosen as a location for good reason. London is a country that everyone knows about and to which everyone listens. The whole world knows everything that happens here. It is from here that the voice will be heard around the world.
We are celebrating the great achievement of Kazakhstan in ratifying the UN's Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. It's important that many countries sign up to ensure that we have a world free of nuclear weapons. But it's also a great privilege today to meet the Kazakh artist Jibek and to look at his works.
The exhibition also took place in the Parliament of the United Kingdom. Deputies, representatives of the Diplomatic Corps of Kazakhstan and the UK praised the initiatives of Kazakhstan in the area of nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation.
I think Kazakhstan should be congratulated for raising public awareness about the dangers of nuclear testing and nuclear weapons. And Jibek in particular has really put the human face on that danger.
As part of the visit, Jibek also visited Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, and addressed the local parliament. In addition, the Atom Project ambassador also exhibited his paintings in Manchester and met with the Lord Mayor of the city. National games are an integral part of the culture in Uzbekistan. Since ancient times, people used to entertain themselves by competing in strength, dexterity, quickness, and inventiveness during events and weddings. Today, the national games in Uzbekistan are not forgotten, but instead are being revived. Uzbek traditional games enjoy popularity despite widely adoption of digital technologies. There was a time when our mothers couldn't afford toys for their children, so instead they used to make toys from sticks, pebbles, papers and cotton. This is the way that the mothers entertained their kids and made their lives brighter and joyful. The Besh-Tash game, which is translated as 5 pebbles from Uzbek, is a centuries-old game. The goal of the game is to throw pebbles in a certain way and catch them with one hand. The game can be played both individually and in teams. The game develops motor skills and perseverance.
Эта игра очень интересная, я рекомендую, чтобы вы поиграли, потому что она формирует у детей зрителей.
This game is very interesting. I highly recommend this game for children because it helps to improve eyesight, tactile skills, math skills, as well as the development of dexterity. Uzbek games have always served not only as entertainment for children and youth, but also as a factor of physical development and improvement of health. Specialists opined that the path to the upbringing of the modern younger population lies in the national games.